In your seated position, take a moment to check in with your body. Make sure that you're comfortable. Allow your eyes to soften and close. And take a few moments to connect to your breathing this morning. Allow yourself to notice the breath. And then notice your body and how it reacts to the breath. Take a few moments to become aware of the things touching your body, the floor beneath you, clothing on your skin, air on your face. Then I'd like to introduce a little mantra with your breath this morning. This is one of my favorite grounding mantras. It's very simple. With our inhales, think so, and with our exhales, hum. It simply means I am. As you breathe, introduce the mantra, inhaling so, exhaling hum. Now add into this mantra a little bit of imagery. Imagine your inhale so coming up your spine, and imagine your exhale hum dropping back down to your tailbone. So from the bottom of your tailbone to the crown of your head, hum from the top of your head to the tailbone, grounding you to the ground, grounding you to the earth. Now allow yourself to release the mantra. Release the visualization. Come back to your body awareness. Come back to your breath. With our next inhale, let's draw our hands to heart center. We'll open our practice this morning with an Om together. Allow your exhale to take all of the air out of your lungs. And then take a nice deep inhale. Taking another breath. Let the exhale release your hands to your lap, your chin to your chest. Let the back of your neck open and stretch long as you reach chin to chest. Allow your eyes to flutter open. And then gently begin to take some rolls of the head. Letting the head roll side to side. Allowing as much movement in your neck as feels yummy to you. Taking the time to notice what's happening in your body. Taking the time to really get into those crunchy areas where you might need it. With your next exhale, allow the chin to come back to the chest, the head to roll up to neutral, and allow your right ear to drop to your right shoulder. Now gently take your right hand and just place it on the head. No pulling on the head and the neck, just allow the hand to be a weight that helps you to get a little deeper stretch through the side of your neck, your shoulder. Now gently release the hand from the head and help the head up to neutral. Release the hand and take the head to the other side. The left ear toward the left shoulder. The right shoulder releases. When you're ready, the left hand can become a weight on top of the head. Let your inhale release the hand, help the head up to neutral, and then let's take a couple more neck rolls. Let the chin drop to the chest and roll from shoulder to shoulder a few times, releasing the tension we built. And then let the chin find the chest, the shoulders drop away from the ears, the head lift up to neutral. And we'll take a few shoulder shrugs, reaching up with the shoulders and letting the shoulder blades drop down the back. Begin to move those muscles in the upper back and shoulders. Switch and go the other direction whenever your body says it's ready. And then gently let the shoulders release. The hands come out to the sides, palms up, and inhale, reaching up to the sky. Reach as high as you can, lengthening the spine, and then use an exhale to release. So not just moving our shoulders here, but actually stretching out through our torso. Inhaling to reach. Exhaling to release. Next time the arms are in the air, drop the shoulders away from the ears and take some wiggles with the fingers and the wrists. Find movement in these small little joints. And then coming into some stillness, let's grab a hold of our right wrist and take a side stretch. Use your inhale to come back to center and switch sides with your exhale. Your inhale takes you back to center. Your exhale releases your arms to your sides. Take the hands behind you now. Interlace your fingers. Press out through the tops of the hands, opening your chest, your heart, your lungs. If you have mobility enough in your shoulders, you can even lift your hands a little bit, getting a little more stretch through the front of the shoulders. Let your exhale release. And then let's use our fingertips to balance us as we recross our legs. Bringing the hands in front now, interlacing the fingers in front of your heart, pressing out through the palms. Tuck your chin and really press out through the back. Use an inhale and take this up overhead. And then engaging your core, find a side stretch. Use your inhale back to center and your exhale to the other side. Inhaling back to center, let your arms release, taking them behind you on the floor. Bring your feet out in front and windshield wiper your knees. Now let's find our way to a table position. So hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll use our breath to find some cat-cow. So with your inhale, let your belly drop, your chest lift, shining forward. With your exhale, curling the spine, the chin finds the chest. Following your own breath. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, expressing the air out the lungs. Next time you exhale, bringing your spine to a neutral position, looking down between your hands. Let's inhale the right leg out behind us, the toes dropping to the mat. Press out through the heel. With your inhale, lifting the leg, twirling that foot, go both directions. Now gently bending the knee, taking some circles with the hip. Go the other direction. And then let's bring that foot up between the hands, finding low lunge, allowing your back leg to extend behind you as far as you can. Check to make sure your front knee is over your ankle. And then let's bring our hands up to our knee, lifting the chest, releasing into our hips, getting a psoas stretch, quadricep stretch. If you want to engage a little more, you can bring your arms up by your ears in a gentle low crescent lunge. If you want to make it a little less gentle, you can take it into a bit of a spinal extension, finding a little bit of a back bend here. Wherever you choose to rest into this pose, find your breath. Notice how your body engages and your balance and your focus. Now use an exhale to release your hands back to the floor to frame the foot and step back to your table. And then inhaling the left leg out behind you, toes find the mat, find that stretch through the back of the left leg. Your inhale lifts the leg, find twirls in the foot, getting the ankle going. And then gently bending the knee, finding some circles with the hip. Make sure you take it both directions. And then inhaling that foot between the hands, finding your low lunge on this side, knee over ankle in the front, back leg stretches out long behind you. Take the weight out of your wrists by bringing the hands to the knees. If you like, you're welcome to take the arms up by the ears. And then you can take this as deeply as you want, finding a bit of a back extension, reaching through the crown of the head, chin slightly tucked, keeping your neck safe. Finding your breath, your balance, your focus. Using your next exhale, hands find the mat. Let's bring that knee back to join the other one. We're going to walk our hands back toward our legs, coming up on our knees, taking heels of the palms into the lower back, fingers dripping down. We're going to start with a camel gently. So that means we'll slowly deepen it. So to begin, extending from tailbone to crown of the head, chin stays slightly tucked in, reaching through the crown of your head behind you, finding balance and depth with the hands on the hips. If you feel like you are ready to go deeper, you can reach back behind you for your heels. Take this as shallowly or as deeply as your body's calling for. When you're ready, inhaling to release back up to standing on your knees. Let your hands come to the floor, walking them forward. One hand print ahead of your shoulders. Curl your toes under and lift to down dog. In your down dog, take a few breaths, stretching through the spine, releasing the neck, letting the head be heavy. If you like, pedal your feet out a little bit. Hips to the sky, hands active, pressing into the ground. Heels releasing toward the floor. Eventually coming to both heels, reaching to the floor in an isometric stretch through the back of the legs. Use your next inhale to lift the right leg to the sky. When you're up there, find a twirl of the foot. And then let the knee bend, opening up that side body, looking under the right arm. Use your exhale to release this foot to the ground. And find your three-legged dog on the other side. Left leg inhales up. Find a twirl of that foot if you like at the top. And whenever your body's ready, you can bend that knee and open up that side body looking under the arm. Exhaling to release that leg. Foot finds the ground. Use your next breath to bring your shoulders over your wrists in plank. Dropping your knees to the floor, releasing your toes. We're going to keep our elbows into our sides as we lower all the way to the floor. Hands under shoulders, keeping the elbows bent and in. Press up to cobra. Reaching through the crown of the head. With your exhale, coming back to your down dog in whatever way your body enjoys. In your down dog, taking a few breaths. Now with your next inhale, we're going to bring the right foot between the hands. If you like to drop your left knee to the ground, feel free. Your right foot coming up between the hands, coming up into a high lunge. Take a breath here. Core is engaged, legs are engaged. Now bending that back knee and pressing off with the back foot, bring the back foot to the front foot and find your forward fold. Let your knees soften and bend your belly, find your thighs. And then bending the knees a little deeper, roll all the way up to standing. Take it slow, we've been upside down. At the top, inhale those arms up by your ears. And with your exhale, release hands to your sides. Take a breath at the bottom. Next, inhale brings the arms back up by the ears. And let's swan dive to forward fold. Stepping the right foot back to high lunge. The left foot joins in plank. Let your knees drop to the ground, your toes release. Bring yourself all the way to the floor, pressing up into cobra at the bottom. Use your exhale to find your way to down dog. And take a couple of breaths here. Your next inhale brings your left foot between your hands. If you want to drop your right knee to do that, feel free. Come up to your high lunge. Take a couple breaths here. Use your next inhale to bring the back foot forward to join the front foot. Find your forward fold. Allow your knees to soften and bend and roll all the way up to standing. Inhale those arms up high. Exhale, release them to your sides. Take a breath at the bottom. Your next inhale lifts the arms up by the ears. Your exhale swan dives to a forward fold. With your next inhale, let's halfway lift, reaching through the crown of the head, straight legs and a flat back. With our exhale, soften and fold. Step back to your plank in whichever way you like. When you come to your plank, pause here. Couple breaths. Engaged core, powerful arms. Now, in whatever way you prefer, whether it's knees down or chaturanga, bring yourself into cobra or up dog. Meeting up in a down dog. Taking a few breaths here. End of your next exhale, in whatever way your body prefers, bringing your feet to your hands. Lifting to a half forward fold. Releasing to a forward fold. Inhaling to rise all the way to standing. Arms reach for the sky. Exhale, arms release to the sides. Take a breath at the bottom. Your next inhale brings your arms up by your ears. Your exhale, forward folds. Your inhale, half lifts. Your exhale, fold, step back to your plank. This time in our plank, we're going to bring our right knee toward our left elbow. Take it back by your other foot. Bring your left knee by your right elbow. Take it back to your plank. Inhale, lifting your hips, find your down dog. Couple breaths here. End of your next exhale, use your inhale to bring your feet to your hands in whatever way you like. Finding your half forward fold with an inhale. Exhaling, fully forward folding. Say that 3 times really fast. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, arms release to your sides. Take a breath at the bottom. Next inhale, we're going to come into chair. So make sure your toes stay light, the weight's in the back of your feet. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Exhale, release, bending the knees deeply, tailbone tucks, length through the spine. Finding your breath. With your exhale, release to your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold, fingers line up with toes, step back to your plank. In this plank, your right knee finds your right elbow. Pause and breathe. Engaged core. Release that foot back. Left foot to left elbow. Engaged core. Release back to plank. Use your inhale and whatever movements you wish to get back to your down dog. Find your breath. In whatever way your practice and body like, bringing your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way to standing. Arms come up by your ears and release with your exhale to your sides. Finding your breath. Next, inhale, we're coming back to our chair, Utkatasana. Light toes, weight in the back of the feet, knees bend deeply. See if you can come a little lower this time. Still tailbone tucked, weight in the back of the feet. Use an exhale to forward fold. With your inhale, half lift. Your exhale folds. We're going to step the right foot back and find our warrior one. So pivot that back heel down. Your front knee is over your ankle. Make your way to standing. Make sure your balance is good. Hips are working toward lining up with the short end of the mat. And when you're ready, arms can release up by your ears or in steeple mudra. Find your breath. Take this time in this pose to engage the muscles. Notice where your body's working. Notice where your core is. With your next exhale, let the hands release down to frame the foot. And in whatever series of movements you enjoy, make your way to down dog. Take a breath here in down dog. And then in whatever way your body allows, whether that's with the knee down or bringing it forward without, bring your right foot between your hands. And we're going to find our warrior one on this side. Pivot the left heel down behind the front heel. Rise to find your balance. When you're steady and square, bringing your arms up by your ears. Bringing the hands to steeple mudra if you enjoy. Find your breath. Use your exhale to release, making your way back to down dog again through whatever movements you would like. Take 5 nice deep breaths here in down dog. Use your 6th inhale to bring your feet back to your hands in whatever way your body likes. When you find your forward fold, inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. And now we're going to come to chair from the bottom up. So light toes, weight in the back of the feet, knees bend deeply as you lift to your chair. Use your inhale to rise all the way to standing. And at the top this time, grab a hold of a wrist and take a side stretch or a back bend, whatever your body enjoys, maybe all 3. And then release, let your arms come down to your side. And we'll find a little bit of balance standing this morning. So find your way to mountain pose. And if you need a little help with your balance, feel free to find a chair or a table, whatever you need to make sure you feel stable. We'll begin with Utkatasana. I just said the wrong thing. Vrksasana, tree pose. So allow your feet to come hip width apart. Core to slightly engage. And when you're ready, opening up the right leg, the right hip, and bringing that foot up on the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. We try to avoid the knee. Finding whatever arm positions support or challenge you this morning. Perhaps your arms are to your sides, perhaps they're at heart center. Find your breath. Notice your focus. Notice what muscles it takes to be engaged in this balance. Whenever your body is ready, let yourself release. Shake out your standing leg and make your way to the other side whenever you're ready. Balance is fickle and we are not symmetrical, so some days one side will be stronger than the other. Whenever you're ready, releasing the pose, shake out the knees. So for our balance challenge today, I'd like to try dancer pose with you. And so to begin, we want to start by making sure our quads are nice and ready for this and warmed up. So we will grab a hold of a foot, let the knee drop toward the ground, and move the foot toward the bottom. Now we want to be really careful here with our knees. So if the tightness of the muscles around the knees is uncomfortable or painful, release that foot a little bit. We're taking this gently, allowing the heat and the stretch to evolve and release that muscle in the front of the leg. Now, when you feel completely ready, balancing yourself with your other arm, you're kicking into that foot, keeping that leg in line with the thigh, finding your balance point. Allow yourself to breathe as you practice. Feel free to release this whenever your body says it's ready. When you're done with this side, shake out the knees. And you might want to take a little forward fold in between, letting your back extend from the hips to the shoulders, perhaps twisting. I like to twist after I back bend it all. Coming up safely, bending the knees, unrolling. And when you're ready, coming to the other side. First, finding your quad stretch with your other foot. Taking this carefully. Allowing that thigh to stretch out. Releasing the muscles. being always conscious of our knees. When your body says it's ready, using your other arm for balance, allow yourself to kick into that hand, finding that fulcrum where your balance is maintainable and aligns with the back bend. Allow yourself to release whenever you're ready. Shaking out the legs. Let's find our way to that forward fold again. Releasing our lower backs. Notice that I am actually arching my back and taking a little bit of a counterbalance before I release. And then finding a twist on each side. Now let yourself take this all the way to the ground. Let your knees bend and bring yourself all the way to the floor. Coming to sit with your legs out in front. Let's take staff pose. Bringing wrists under shoulders, extending through the crown of the head. Pull your toes back towards your face. Shoulders releasing from the ears, core engages. Finding your breath. Now gently walking your hands back, keeping the fingers pointing forward. We're going to bring our feet, you can bring the feet in, bend the knees, or you can keep them out long. We're going to lift, keeping the neck engaged, into a reverse plank or a reverse table. In whichever you choose to do, notice when you're ready to release. And allow your body to come back to your seated position. And then gently reach forward toward your feet. Don't have to reach your feet. And let yourself bring your abs toward your thighs, extending through the crown of your head, a nice long spine, finding a seated forward fold. Now gently walk your feet, hands up your legs. And bring your soles of your feet in together. Allow your arms to rest on your legs or between them. You can hold your feet if you wish. We're going to open the feet like a book. Extend through the crown of the head and take a nice flat backed forward fold, abs moving toward the floor. Does not matter how much your body folds. We're getting a nice opening through the hips, the inner thighs. Your next inhale coming all the way back up. Let's bring our knees in together. Bringing the hands behind us again, windshield wiper the knees. And then find your way onto your back. Allow your knees to come up and give them a hug. When you're ready, we're going to come into bridge pose, letting your feet drop below your bottom. Your knees want to stay hip width apart, your arms released to your sides, lifting your pelvis. You can begin to roll your shoulder blades a little bit underneath your body. Try to keep and maintain the knees in line with the hips. If you like and want to take a deeper back bend, feel free to bring your hands under your hips or bring yourself to a wheel. Ronnie is demonstrating wheel. If your bridge is happy, feel free to hold it. If you need a break, feel free to take one. Whenever you're ready to release your wheel or your bridge, allow your spine to slowly come back to the ground. And then let your legs stretch out long in front of you. Reach up over your head and take a big stretch, fingers to toes. Now curl into a C. So bring your feet to one side and your arms to one side. And then gently take it to the other side. Coming back to center, bringing your legs up into a hug. Take whatever twist your body enjoys. So I kind of prefer to have one knee up and one leg down, anchoring the shoulders with my arms, bringing one leg across my body. Check in with yourself for the twist that feels yummiest to you. Gently switch sides in your twist, bringing yourself back to center, hugging the knees in again, taking the twist to the other side. Inhaling back to center, bringing the knees in again for a hug. Let's take our arms out to a T and lift the legs to the sky. Now, if you prefer a little different inversion, you are welcome to take whatever works for your body, perhaps a shoulder stand today. If your lower back does not like legs in the air, just try bending your knees in toward your chest. It gives it quite a bit of relief. Find your breath, whatever position you decided you wished for. Enjoy the inversion. when we invert, we shift our blood flow into our major organs, our lymph nodes. Now bending the knees toward the chest, we're going to open the knees, reaching through our legs, grabbing our feet on the outside or inside, and let the legs widen, finding happy baby. If you want to straighten your knees and get a little more of a stretch, feel free to do so. Some people find that really yummy. I am one of them. Whenever you are ready, take whatever pose your body's asking for. If it's something that you need today that you haven't gotten, or something you need a little more of, allow yourself to listen to your body and know what it needs. Let it tell you. When you are ready, finding your way to Shavasana. In Shavasana today, I invite you to return to the mantra, so hum. Allow yourself to relax and ground. I'll let you know when you need to move again. slowly begin to deepen your breath, allowing movement to return. Eventually, letting that movement grow, moving you to one side, making your way back to a seated position. We'll close our practice this morning with one Om and 3 Shantis. Allow yourself to exhale all of the air from your lungs. Take a nice deep inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a lovely.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.